Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back. Today we have the preliminary patch for the 7.1 changes to PvP. There is nothing currently on Frontline and specific job changes, which I believe means they are not yet finalized, and we should still see them on the 12th. First up, the timing with which certain PvP actions effects trigger have been changed. The hit detection of PvP actions has been adjusted to better match visual effects striking a target, while certain actions will continue to register hits at the time of execution. So this probably means that actions that instantly need to happen, such as a White Mage's Miracle of Nature or the Samurai's activation of their Chi-Ten, abilities like that still happen upon execution. But the hit detection to better match visuals, I believe, will affect actions such as the Warrior's Primal Rend, as currently upon activation, your target gets stunned, which is then followed by the animation. So hopefully now this means the animation and ability play through before the stun, which hopefully now means you can react to certain abilities without their effects going through beforehand. With the launch of patch 7.1, Series 6 will end and Series 7 will begin. Series 7 will be held from patch 7.1 to the release of patch 7.2, during which time you can earn Series XP and increase your Series level by participating in any PvP duty, with the usual, increasing your Series level will unlock various Series rewards. My only concern here is the chance of this yet another casual/streetwear attire being the Series reward. If that is the case, I can see this being the first time players will not rush to complete the series for their rewards, and would be quite a step down from the armors and mounts we've received previously. PvP for the longest time had these amazing standout armors, which will hopefully still be the case. Some very nice changes for Crystalline conflict. First up, the time limit for overtime has been reduced from 25 to 10 minutes. A standard match will last for 5 minutes, making total match time a maximum of 15 minutes. So you can still have those amazing overtime rounds without being trapped there for close to 30 minutes. The victory requirements for overtime have also been changed. The team with the greater progress score at the end of the overtime will be declared the winner. If both teams have equal progress scores, victory will be awarded to the team that moved the tactical crystal closest to the goal point. If both teams have equal progress scores, and the tactical crystal remains at the center of the field, the match will end in a draw. And to help fight against long overtime battles, once the overtime has exceeded 5 minutes, the delay until rejoining combat has been increased from 1 to 3 seconds. A system message will now be displayed. When the delay time increases, the KO counter displayed during a match has also been changed, from counting KOs since a player was last defeated to total KOs over the course of the match. The KO counter can now also display after the screen fades to black when rejoining combat, and the following additions and adjustments have been made to the progress gauge. The time remaining for overtime will now be displayed. When adjusting the display of your affiliated team, these changes will now be immediately reflected in-game. Up next, some very nice map changes for both Cloud9 and the Red Sands. For Cloud9, arena events have been added, as well as new cover points around the center point, making that first battle less of a one-sided fight from whoever drops first. And better yet, cover added for the defenders to approach that first checkpoint. The spawn location of medicine kits has also been adjusted. The placement of black chocobo feathers and the pathing of twisters has also been adjusted. Air turbulence will now also spawn Gale Spheres. Players who touch Gale Spheres will be granted Swift Sprint. For the Red Sands, the terrain of the arena has also been adjusted, with all new speed lanes on either side of the arena. This now grants far more flanking opportunity and helps avoid those messy fights down in the center point. Sandpit locations have been reduced from 2 to 1. Sprint zone routes have been expanded. The location of medicine kits has also been adjusted, and the potency of damage inflicted by the heat waves has been reduced from 7.5 down to 5,000. At the same time, the potency of the healing effect granted after leaving an oasis has also been reduced from 7.5 down to 5k. The potency of the healing effect while standing in the oasis has not been changed. And finally, the duration of the barrier effect granted by the Acutender has been reduced from 30 to 15 seconds. The ranked system has also received an overhaul. To better facilitate matchmaking, all ranked matches within each physical data center will now be held within a single logical data center. The logical data center used to host ranked matches will change each season. In the event more than one character on the same server's account qualifies to appear in the standings, only the character with the highest tier and crystal credits will be listed. This stops players having multiple characters in the top 100. Next, the number of placements to receive rewards has been increased from 100 to 300 in the Japan, North America and the Europe standings, with no changes made to the placement in Oceania. When using the Homeworld Transfer Service to change to a different homeworld within the same physical data center, character tiers, risers and rising stars will no longer be reset. The pre-season will end and Season 12 will shortly begin. Players who finish the pre-season above the Bronze tier will begin Season 12 at Bronze 3 with 0 rising stars. Season 12 will be hosted in the following data centers: Japan with the logical data center Gaia, North America with the data center Primal, Europe for Chaos, and Oceania Materia. The following additions and adjustments have been made to the Quick Jack system, adding both a guard and a purify option. The good match can now only be used at the end of a match, a wise choice, as griefers and angry players like to spam this when they think you do bad. And last up, the following adjustments have been made to Hidden Gorge. The fill rate of the limit gauge upon KOing an opponent has been reduced. The fill rate of the limit gauge after an assist has been increased. The HP for the Wind-Up Viking, Wind-Up Magus, Gob Tank, and the Goblin Mercenary have been increased, with the following adjustments made to the Machina HP and actions. For the Cruise Chaser, your HP has been increased from 250,000 to 300,000. Optical Sight cast time has been reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5, and your Laser X Sword cast time has also been reduced from 2 seconds down to 1.5. For your Spin Crusher, potency when attacking a player, mammoth, or object has been increased from 4,000 to 5,000. The potency when attacking a War Machina has been increased from 40,000 to 50,000. The Oppressor has received a HP buff from 500,000 to 600,000. The Brute Justice also received a HP buff from 375,000 up to 450,000. Your Flamethrower cast time has been reduced from 2.5 down to 2 seconds. And finally, your Mega Beam. Potency when attacking a player or War Machina has been increased from 60,000 to 80,000. And the potency for attacking a mammoth or object has been increased from 6,000 to 8,000. That is all of the current preliminary PvP changes. See you all in patch 7.1, enjoy your day, and I shall see you all in the next one.